Okay, we're here with Jeff Dunitz, the Yid with Lead, lidless today, but we'll forgive him this time. Jeff, here for the Center for Immigration Studies conference. What are you hoping to get out of it?
Information. I just love learning, and the more I can learn about subjects that are important, like immigration, the better I can serve my readers.
Now, the immigration debate strikes me odd in two ways. One way reflects something that happens at my work. I have a co-worker at the warehouse that I'm working overnight who's from Bangladesh. He's a U.S. citizen now, but he has a wife in Bangladesh that he's trying to bring over legally. It's been years and has had no luck. And he's contacted our congressman. I've contacted our congresswoman, I should say. Hasn't been able to move it. But if his wife got to Mexico and crossed the border, that same congresswoman would be fighting to keep her here. How is this possible?
Or if she flew in with a visitor's visa and never went back. Last year there were 480,000 people that overstayed their visa, and ICE got rid of 10% of those people. So it's crazy.
It's really an amazing thing how this continues to go on, and especially the sanctuary city rule. Because if we had sanctuary cities where gun laws were suspended, or sanctuary cities where a baker can say, "I'm sorry, my religion doesn't allow me to bake a cake for a gay marriage," without fear of prosecution, our friends on the left, their hairlines would look like ours.
Well, my pet peeve is without papers. That whole thing, because if I steal your car, am I someone who is a car owner but without papers?
If you're a shoplifter, are you an unremitting browser?
Right. Or if I kidnap a kid, I'm an undocumented parent. I mean, when you think about it, why is it not good for that? But, we have to call them undocumented aliens. Except my favorite term for them now is criminally trespassing aliens. Because I'm not calling them illegal, but I'm actually talking about what they did. They're in this country without permission. I couldn't walk into your house in the middle of the night without permission. Well, I probably could if it was an emergency. But
it's a very dangerous thing to walk into a Sicilian's house without permission.
But we're friends. But I couldn't walk into a stranger's house. Okay, but they can walk into, and America is my house. The United States is my house.
Now, my argument has always been, I am fine with immigration.
Absolutely.
I think immigration is great for the country under two conditions. You come legally, and you are properly vetted because of the war on terrorism. Why is this such a difficult concept?
Brandon today said that he's worried that ISIS is growing, and one of the ways that they're infiltrating Western nations is through that refugee program.
And we tend to ignore. I can't wrap my head around it, and I got a thick head sometimes.
My grandfather came to this country about 100 years ago.
Same with mine, 110 years ago.
And he went to Ellis Island. Actually, I think he went to Galveston. That was an port of entry also.
I did not know that.
And but he did everything you're supposed to do. They check you out, they make sure you're healthy, they make sure you have a way of making a living. That's legal. Anybody wants to do it legally, God bless them. But once you start breaking the law, and once city governments start breaking the law by having sanctuary cities, what other laws do they not want to enforce?
See, that's the thing. That's the big thing for me, and I actually think it's an insult to Mexicans and to Hispanics in general that we are saying to you, we do not expect you to obey our laws.
Well, I think it's a bigger insult that we don't have the same laws that they do in Mexico for illegal immigrants.
Oh, really?
They're horrible. I mean, they're draconian, their laws for illegal immigrants.
And we're not talking about the Doctor Who draconians, we either.
And then they start getting, like today, we're we're not following the Judeo-Christian values if we insist on people coming in legally. And then when you have other things like we don't want the Little Sisters of the Poor to have to pay for birth control because it's again, then I'm being a bigot.
If these immigrants were voting Republican, then I think we'd see a different reaction.
Well, that's the whole thing with Democrats, that they believe that faith ends when you walk outside the church grounds and the synagogue grounds. So, you can't, thou shalt not kill, it's illegal once you're in the synagogue. But you walk across the street, I guess you can kill people. I mean,
it's an amazing thing. I can't let you go without a chance to promote both your website and your radio show.
Website is lidblog.com. I usually do 3 to 4 posts a day there, every day but Saturday.
Because you're an observant Jew?
Right. And the Lid Radio Show is every Monday on the SHR Media Network, shrmedia.com, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right, Jeff Dunitz, Yid with Lid, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.